Alright, Fat Boys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about my 2020 Harley-Davidson Fat Bob. This is a little bit far from stock, but I'm loving it, and it's coming along great. Still many more projects coming along with it. So far what I've done is, maybe the first thing you will notice, is that I've already gone ahead and changed out the exhaust. Currently I am running Bassani radial sweepers, which is great. I'm loving the 2-into-2 sound. I'm loving the performance that's putting out. It's not quite as good as a 2-into-1, but it's still plenty for me. I've also upgraded the seat into a Mustang Touring Solo seat. I love the look of it. I also love the comfort it does. It kind of cups the butt, which is nice. Really cups the booty. Really puts you in place without having a need for a high back, and also great for long distance. On the previous seat, I was able to get about 3 hours before really starting to feel like my ass was hurting, but on this one, I'm easily able to go 9+ hours without starting to feel my butt from hurting. Next thing we got going on is these Bung King crash bars going on right here. They are in the perfect height and position to where they work just as well for highway pegs, and they look and feel great. I love the aesthetic of them. It feels like it's almost a part of the bike itself. It feels really, really good. It looks really, really good. I'm loving the way this has, the way it's on there. Next, we got the Memphis Shades Road Warrior fairing. I love the way that this aesthetically looks. I also love the way that this keeps all the wind off of my chest and only allows it onto my face. Since I wear the full face helmet, it allows me to breathe and allows air movement through the helmet, so I'm not dying as if it was a full fairing bagger. I also have put on this bike some Rogue Rider Industry LED lights for the turn signals, and also for the rear. It really brightens it up at night, and it actually allows extra lights to come and be seen on this. Love the aesthetic of it. Also helps me see a little bit better and helps me be seen. And lastly, I also got some LED light sets on this, and it looks really good. And so in just a minute we're gonna go on a ride. So now let's go ahead and roll that intro, and we'll get right into it. Alright guys, so as you saw, I currently have the stage 1 with the Bassani exhaust, and I'm running it with the Screaming Eagle tuner. I did that because I wanted to keep my warranty. I currently have my warranty for a couple more years, and I just don't want to lose that right now. And I just want to make sure that I still have that for as long as I can, but then once my warranty's up, I'll go ahead and switch that over to a better tuning system. But to me, this thing still has, even with that tuner, it's still got plenty of extra power that I've been craving. So let's go ahead and pass this car and feel that. There we go. Woo! This thing still has plenty of power. I did notice with the stage 1 that all the torque, it progressively got longer and also moved up higher in the RPM, which is great. It allowed me to be able to have a lot more pulling power and a lot more passing power. So I've been able to accelerate harder, faster, and longer through all of my pulls, which is great. And I've also noticed that the bike is now just happier at higher RPMs now that it's been unclogged with the ground pounders. For future upgrades, what I'm planning on doing, we got Black Cloud with us too. For my future upgrades, it's after the warranty is up, I'm planning on put this all the way up to a stage 4. I plan on keeping this bike for forever, I love this bike and it has been my dream bike forever, but I want to make this more into performance and around town bike. Right now I kind of have been using it for literally everything bike. I've taken it off-roading, I've taken it touring, I've gone all the way up to West Virginia on this bike from South Florida in one straight shot. It has been great. When that change comes, it's going to be much more performance oriented, and it's going to be a lot more fun to ride. I'm going to do a 131 kit on it with possibly a Thunder Max tuner on it and probably a red zipper cam, trying to get the most power and numbers out of it. I want to be able to beat almost anything off the line that rolls up next to me. And yeah, I still want it to feel obtainable during normal riding. But for this video, it's all about me introducing myself to you guys, so you can get to know who I am on a generalistic side, and so you can see my bike and to be able to get to have an idea of what this channel is going to be. So for me, I am a multimedia producer. I kind of have to do an everything job for a company. I have to do videos, photos, video editing, animation, you name it, I pretty much do it for a certain company. So this is kind of a fun way for me to be able to enjoy my hobby and just enjoy making content on the side of my busy schedule. I'm also a musician. I was classically trained on the double bass, and I've grown up being a musician from my family, and now I use music to teach on the side as a side job. So for you guys, and I'm curious, write down in the comments and what you are wanting to see from this channel, what type of content you're wanting to see. I've done a lot of demo rides. I put up some demo ride videos. I've put up some night riding videos with Black Cloud over here. So if you have any interest in what you're wanting to see, I'd be happy to do it. I'd love to get your intake. If you want to see me doing some work on the bike, if you want to see me installing some things, I'd be happy to do it. If you want to see how to set up motovlogging, I'd be happy to talk about that. Anything that you want to see, write it down in the comments and I'll start working on that for you guys right away. But in the meantime, well, I'm still waiting for you to tell me what type of content you're wanting to see. I do have some future plans for the channel. I do have some group rides planned on out to near Fort Myers with my motorcycle group. It's called The Group. So me and the group are heading out to near Fort Myers to a special farm, which is really cool. That's coming up soon. And then there's also Daytona Beach Bike Week that's coming up soon, so that's going to be exciting. I'm going to be there for most of the week, and I'll be sure to put out a couple videos about that. I also have some other plans of traveling to where I'm hitting up Tail of the Dragon, Ozai Trail, and maybe another trip down to the Keys where I can make a video about that. And if that's also something you guys want to see, if you want to see more travel content on the bike, be happy to do that. I also have some future plans to start to maybe send the bike to track one day, maybe track it, which I think will be fun and kind of funny. See a big ass cruiser on the track. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and just do a nice little montage of me and Black Cloud riding at night. Here we go. Double dab. Alright guys, now we're in Meisner Park. This is downtown Boca Raton. Super cool place. Lots of nice fancy high up end restaurants. Lots of apartments. It's where a lot of nice end boutique shops are. One of my favorite restaurants is here. And I actually just went there the other day for Valentine's Day. Let's see if we can stop off right up here and get a nice picture for the gram. Yeah, stupid people weren't driving. As you can see, I said before, here are those lights I have running on the bike too. And here is all those Fat Boy Bob. And here it's all of those fancy restaurants I was talking about. Like Starbucks, super fancy, obviously. Like there's never Starbucks on every corner. As I said before, Black Cloud never disappoints as a crazy motherfucker.
If a cop sees that, he'll laugh.
And I guess that's it for this video, guys. If you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Write down in the comments any criticisms that you have and where you want this channel to go. Love to hear it from you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe and hit the bell notification so you know when the next video comes out. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.